I've helped thousands of Shopify stores rank on Google, and I get tons of questions, so I wanted to make this video and answer it real quick. Can you add Shopify to a WordPress site? This is a really common question because WordPress also has WooCommerce and other e-commerce components, and Shopify has its own platform. The short answer is yes, but I'll go through a couple of different options and how it breaks down and how it all comes together. But there's a big concern here, and it's actually a tracking concern, and I've seen clients lose hundreds of thousands of dollars because they can't track their sessions across WordPress and Shopify, and it could be a big headache for the uninitiated. So I'm gonna go through that too, so you can make sure you're paying attention to that and you don't leave anything out. So first, if we're talking about WordPress, we have to consider the type of WordPress we're using. So WordPress is an open source platform that allows you to do virtually anything. It's really great because of the customizations, and it will help you create a great website. So if you want to use this with Shopify, it's a great candidate. It has a lot of themes baked in, but you're going to have to consider some e-commerce themes to make your site feel good and look good. But it has a lot of powerful capabilities, especially the SEO one. We like this one because as a content provider, WordPress is superior for text and e-commerce pages in that sense. However, Shopify does the same thing. It does really good on Google and produces great results. Now, if you're with WordPress.com, this is going to be the paid service from WordPress. It's more of a product. There's a little less control. You can do a lot more, but if you're trying to build a website and have an e-commerce component, try to stay clear of this at least for now. Go ahead with a developer and build out your own website, take your own hosting costs, and more or less you'll be paying the same what you would pay on Shopify for a hosted package if you're not going with the light plan. So Shopify does have a widget that allows you to install it straight into your WordPress site. It's a little button. It's kind of cool. You can build out your pages with your products, and you can add that button in. It's really easy and it's fast, and it's ideal if you only have a couple of products or services that you want to sell. And you don't necessarily want to pay out of pocket for a lot of the advanced features you would get in WooCommerce, and just simply it will help you launch your business online very quickly. But if you're going to go this route, if you pay a little bit more, you can actually get that Shopify store and have more features and just do all that on Shopify instead of managing it in two places. Now, one of the things you have to consider is your technology is going to get complicated. Here's an example of Save Ride for Kids. We worked with them on their tracking way back in the day, but they're a WordPress site. And it looks great. They sell their product using Shopify and the Shopify features, and they had to distance themselves because one of the complications you run into is you have to follow the Shopify guide, and you have to make sure you're installing your referral exclusion. Now, Shopify has this handy guide here that tells you how to set up your referral exclusion. This is going to be one of the most important tips because if you're using a button on a WordPress website, this is complicating your technology and you can actually lose results. Well, don't worry. Google Analytics is pretty savvy and it can pick up a lot of the data and help your ads campaign be a success on Google Ads. But the complexity starts with Facebook ads or Instagram ads, and you're trying to get these systems to talk together. And this is where I'm worried you're going to lose the data for your cookie and you won't be able to track your sales or your advertising spend. And it's really simple. You'll just go into your tracking info and your referral exclusion list. And this is where you can add those in. It's just enter the URL, click add, and 1, 2, 3, you're done. And this should help you have a stable Shopify store with stable analytics. But when you do make that choice to go with WordPress and you're on the fence of where you want to go, simply put, as I mentioned earlier, the technology has to be simplified. You don't want to run into the issues that Save Ride for Kids ran into. They were losing a lot of sales data because they didn't know which of their marketing was working. That's a good problem to have, but not a great problem to want if you're trying to make business decisions. So when you set up your store, you can do a lot more if you just go the Shopify route. Or if you want to stick with WordPress, stick with WordPress. Keep it simple. Don't mix the two together. And you have to have a reason to mix the two together. And if it's a financial reason, well, wait till you make a couple more sales before you dive in and take on more costs. Thank you for watching this Shopify marketing course.
Every day we're launching new Shopify marketing content to put you in the driver's seat of your business so you can have full control of your marketing and advertising. Hit subscribe, hit notifications, and tune into the next video that's starting now.